Have you ever found yourself constantly worrying about the future, believing that happiness is just around the corner? After you achieve that goal, land that job, or find that perfect moment? What if I told you that true happiness is not found in the future, but in the present? Meet Arian, a young man always chasing the next big thing. He believed that once he secured his dream job, bought a beautiful house, and built a perfect life, he would finally be happy. But little did he know, life had other plans for him. One day, after years of hard work and sacrifice, Arian finally landed his dream position at a top company. He thought he had everything he wanted, yet something felt missing. Despite his success, he wasn't truly happy. He was constantly thinking about the next promotion, the next milestone, the next achievement. But then something happened that changed everything. Arian's entire life was about planning for the future. His days were filled with endless checklists, deadlines, and goals. He would say, "Once I reach this milestone, I'll finally enjoy my life." But when he achieved it, there was always another goal waiting. One day, while working late at the office, he received a call that shook him to his core. His childhood best friend Rohan had been in an accident. By the time Arian reached the hospital, Rohan had already passed away. Arian was devastated. Rohan was the kind of person who lived every moment to the fullest, laughing, traveling, and cherishing the people around him. In contrast, Arian realized that he had been so focused on the future that he had forgotten to live in the present. That night, as he sat alone in his apartment, he reflected on his life. He had been waiting to be happy. But what if happiness wasn't something to be chased? What if it was something to be embraced right now? A week later, Arian met an old man at a park. The man saw Arian's troubled expression and asked, "Son, what's on your mind?" Arian poured his heart out, sharing how he had spent his whole life waiting for happiness, but never truly feeling it. The old man smiled and said, "Let me tell you a story. There was once a young prince who was always searching for happiness. He traveled far and wide, met great scholars, and conquered kingdoms. But he never found what he was looking for. One day, a wise monk told him, 'Happiness is not in the destination, but in the journey. If you don't learn to live in the present, you will forever be searching.'" Arian felt a wave of realization hit him. He had been living his life in fast forward, always thinking about what came next, but he had never truly lived in the moment. That day, Arian made a decision. He would start living in the present. He began appreciating small moments, the warmth of the sun, the taste of his morning coffee, the laughter of a friend. He took breaks, spent time with loved ones, and found joy in the now. Ironically, the more he lived in the present, the more success and happiness naturally followed. His relationships improved, his stress reduced, and he felt a sense of peace he had never known before. Looking back, Arian realized that happiness was never in the future. It was always right here, in the present moment. Life is unpredictable. We can spend our entire lives chasing a future that may never come, or we can embrace the beauty of today. Arian's story teaches us an important lesson. Happiness is not a destination. It's a way of life. If we keep postponing joy, we may never truly experience it. So the next time you find yourself saying, "I'll be happy when," stop and ask yourself, what can I appreciate right now? Because sometimes the best moments in life are the ones happening right in front of us. If this story inspired you, hit that like button and subscribe for more. And tell me, what's one small moment today that made you smile? Let me know in the comments.